Plant life cycles and alternation of generation. In plants, both haploid and diploid cells can divide by mitosis. This ability leads to formation of different plant bodies, haploid and diploid. The haploid plant body produces gametes by mitosis. This plant body represents a gametophyte. Following fertilization, the zygote also divides by mitosis to produce a diploid sporophytic plant body. The haploid spores are produced by this plant body by meiosis. There is in turn divided by mitosis to form a haploid plant body once again. Thus, during the life cycle of any sexually reproducing plant, there is an alternation of generations between gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid sporophyte. 1. Sporophytic generation is represented only by one-celled zygote. There are no free-living sporophytes. Meiosis in the zygote results in the formation of haploid spores. The haploid spores divide mitotically and form gametophyte. The dominant and photosynthetic phase in such plants is the free-living gametophyte. This kind of life cycle is termed as haplontic. Many algae such as volvax, spirogyra and some species of chlamydomonas represents this pattern, haplontic or haploid you can say. On the other extreme is a type where diploid sporophyte is dominant and photosynthetic independent phase of a plant. The gametophytic phase is represented by a single-celled haploid gametophyte. This life cycle is termed as diplontic. In alga, fucus represents this pattern. In addition, all seed-bearing plants, gymnosperms and angiosperms follow this pattern with some variations. The bryophytes and pteridophytes interestingly exhibit an intermediate condition, haplodiplontic. Both phases are multicellular, however difference in dominant phase. A dominant and independent photosynthetic thalloid or erect phase is represented by haploid gametophyte and its alternate with short-lived multicellular sporophyte totally or partially dependent on the gametophyte for its anchorage and nutrition. All bryophytes represent this pattern. Diploid sporophyte is represented by a dominant and independent photosynthetic vascular plant body. It alternates with multicellular sporophyte and autotrophic independent but short-lived haploid gametophyte. Such pattern is haplodiplontic cycles. All pteridophyte represents this pattern. Interestingly, with algae genera are haplontic. Some of them are Ectocarpus polyciphonia and kelps are haplodiplontic. Fucus of alga is diplontic, diploid. Let us see some of the patterns of the figures here. Haplontic. Here the gametophyte, gametogenesis, syngamy and the zygote is diploid 2n. Again through meiosis it produces the spores. The spores will be the haploid. Coming to diplontic, here the sporophyte is 2n. Through meiosis it produces spores which is haploid. Gametophyte and gametogenesis, again syngamy restores it. This phase haplodiplontic, which is represented by bryophytes and pteridophytes. In bryophytes the dominant phase is gametophyte and in pteridophytes the sporophyte is the dominated one.